Hello there, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be watching House of Dragons Season 1, Episode 10. This is the season finale. C-Man 205 said the next episode is insane, so I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know what to expect. Obviously, I expect Rhaenyra to hear the news about what happened, but as far as how she reacts to it and how she handles that, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. This is the season finale, so hopefully it'll be good. We've got a whole nother season to look forward to as well. And then I don't know about season 3 yet. I presume they're doing another one, but I don't know that. I'll have to research it more. I'm going to wait until I finish season 2 to do research because I don't want to find spoilers for the show. But as long as the show continues on, we will continue reacting to it when it comes out. Obviously, season 3, if it's not out yet, by the time we finish season 2, there will be delay, and we'll figure something out to react to. My wife and I were considering doing a reaction series together. We just got to figure out how to set it up. I'd like to get us 2 mics, so I don't know how we can manage that. I'll have to look into that, but that's potential maybe for future reaction series. But for now, we'll focus on what we're working on, House of Dragons Season 1, Episode 10. So yeah, let's just jump into it. If you're excited, leave a like, and here we go.
Both of you.
Mother?
Why don't they ever lay down in a bed or something? I don't know. I mean, maybe she doesn't want to, but I think she needs to. I mean, they said it's too early too, so hopefully she doesn't die giving birth, as we've seen that's happened multiple times up to this point with different mothers. So I don't know. She might lose the baby though, unfortunately. Well, that was horrific. Can't believe they showed all that. Jeez. Wasn't ready for that. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. That was pretty brutal.
I swear to ward the Queen with all my strength and give my blood for hers. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall guard her secrets, obey her commands, ride at her side and defend her name and honor.
I'm glad she didn't die. It sucks about her baby, but that's awesome that he made it all the way there with the crown too that he took. That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that was I can't get those images out of my head. I would presume that childbirth is always that kind of bloody, but I don't know if they overdid it a little bit. I don't know. I've never given birth or seen it. Besides in movies and stuff. Pretty brutal. Pretty brutal.
Ride them.
Dragonstone has 13 to their 4. I also have a score of eggs incubating in the Dragon Mound. Now, we need a place to gather, a toehold, large enough to house a sizable host. Here at Harrenhal, we cut off the west, surround King's Landing with the dragons, and we could have every greenhead mounted on spikes before the fucking moon turns.
Your Grace, a ship has been sighted offshore. A lone galleon flying a banner of a 3-headed green dragon.
Alert the watchtowers, sight the skies.
From best friends to trying to kill each other. I know that Rhaenyra and Alicent, she didn't want to kill Rhaenyra, and probably still doesn't, but her father's more in charge than anyone. Well, and now her son, of course, is the king. But it's all happening very quickly indeed. So I don't know what's going to happen. It is interesting though. It's keeping my interest for sure. I'm always excited for battles. It's always a good time.
I would rather feed my sons to the dragons than have them carry shields and cups. For your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Aegon Targaryen sits the Iron Throne. He wears the Conqueror's crown, wields the Conqueror's sword, has the Conqueror's name, considering generous terms from their king.
Stark, Tully, and Baratheon all swore to me. King's Landing will have my answer on the morrow.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So she's going to at least think it over. I don't know. I mean, they did steal the crown. I'm stuck on that, you know? Queen Rhaenyra is the true queen, so... We'll see. It probably is wise to not just start the war by killing them, but... I don't know. We'll see what happens.
In war against the darkness in the north, the Conqueror's dream. Viserys shared it with me when he named to me heir.
My brother was a slave to his omens and portents. Anything to make his feckless reign appear to have purpose. Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
Jeez.
This Hightower treason cannot stand. You have the full support of our fleet and house. Your Grace.
Well, that's good. Here. Very good. Seeing how there's only 30 minutes left, I don't think that they're going to come up with any conclusions at the end of this series. I think it's going to be a lot of information to take on, and then they'll start us off in season 2. Because I don't foresee them coming up with a conclusion in 30 minutes. They've been quick on stuff before though, so I mean it's possible. But yeah, having his fleet, that's a big victory in it of itself, you know. So that's pretty awesome.
I should take Maelys and patrol the gullet myself.
when we drain the Narrow Sea, we can surround King's Landing, lay siege to the Red Keep, and force the Green's surrender.
If we're to have enough swords to surround King's Landing, we must first secure the support of Winterfell, the Eyrie, and Storm's End.
I'll prepare the ravens, Your Grace.
We should bear those messages. Dragons can fly faster than ravens, and they're more convincing. Send us.
The Prince is right, Your Grace.
Very well. Prince Jacaerys will fly north. First to the Eyrie to see my mother's cousin, the Lady Jane Arryn.
Very strategic indeed. I like it. I like it. And honestly, you get a raven. All right, you get a message. You get a dragon with a message. Which one are you gonna listen to? You know? I mean, it'd be the same message, but you get my meaning. It's just more force of hand, you know, someone showing up with the dragon. I don't know, that's cool. That's cool. A lot of build-up, it seems. A lot of build-up. That is a big dragon. Also, I know I didn't say anything, but Daemon gonna go find another dragon and sing to it? Like, that was pretty cool. I don't have the balls to be doing that myself, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think I'd be a dragon rider.
Plan to make a gift of it to my mother.
No.
Then you are craven as well as a traitor.
Not here. Give me your eye, or I will take it, boss. Not in my hall. The boy came as an envoy. I'll not have blood shed beneath my roof. Take Prince Lucerys back to his dragon. Now.
Yeah, he's angry. I understand why he wants revenge, though. I mean, that's pretty brutal to lose an eye. But he was a part of the fight. They were fighting each other. He was calling names. I mean, is what it is. And he got a big-ass dragon out of it, so. But, yeah. Somebody else not gonna join Princess Rhaenyra then, or Queen Rhaenyra. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, crap. Wow. Wow. That was brutal. He killed that dragon just so easily. Wow. Well, there's no surviving that. Jeez. That was pretty crazy. All right, then. Well, that's a way to end the episode. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal indeed. Lost 2 sons in one episode. Well, there you have it. Well, I'll watch the behind the scenes and then I'll edit this down and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello there, you've made to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I do have some things to mention. First off, I know I didn't have there wasn't a lengthy bit of reaction to it, and I'll explain why. So, this episode, let me preface this by saying I've been enjoying the show. I like the actors, I like the acting. This episode in particular, I felt like was lacking. And my reason for that is I just felt like there was more excitement or more dramatic endings they could have done for the season 1 than this. Now, I realize that Rhaenyra lost 2 of her sons and her father pretty much all in this episode. But it felt, to me, this episode felt really like it was a build-up episode rather than a season finale. It just felt like they were like, well, this is going to happen, which is going to cause this to maybe happen, but you got to wait till next season to see any of it. I don't know. The dragon flying at the end, that was partly cool, but then also I felt like it was poorly done to some extent. The dragons flying when they were flapping their wings, like it just looked ultimately super fake. And I realize you can't get a real dragon to fly, so of course they're going to have to use green screen or effects or whatever. But the dragons look decent on the ground, and the close-ups of the dragons look really good. All the dragons. But then when they were flying and you kind of see them in the distance and they're showing the storm and the dragon flapping, to me it just looked poorly done, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm still enjoying the show. We'll continue watching it. I don't want to be too harsh, especially if you all really enjoyed it. I know C-Man had good things to say about this episode. To me, it just didn't land. It felt like a filler episode. I thought we'd get some kind of battle or something, but it was just, to me, it was just build up, intensity building, and then it was just over. Yeah, but I mean, overall, I think this is a decent show, and I am enjoying it. But to me, this episode in particular just didn't land. If any, looking back, I mean, I'd have to rewatch some of my videos, but I feel like this was the only episode I was actually kind of disappointed and in some ways bored. It was interesting to see their characters develop, and we finally gotten to the point where, Rhaenyra's father died, which we knew was coming over multiple episodes, and then to see what would happen. But, the Greens are coming, High Towers. I don't know. I felt like last episode, episode 9, I felt like it was a better season ending than this episode. It was almost like they could have flopped the storylines. And obviously they couldn't have, because Rhaenyra didn't know about what was happening. But it just, last episode seemed like a better episode to me. And the writers even said at the end that they kind of saw episode 9 and episode 10 as the 2-part ending to the series. And it was kind of like this season 10 or episode 10 was Rhaenyra's ending to the season, right? And last episode it was Alicent's ending to the season. And to me, Alicent's ending, there was more to it. It held my interest even more. Rhaenyra's ending, I mean, yeah, she's got a lot of grief, and I would argue that your son dying by the hands of Hightower, or, I guess not Hightower, but Alicent's son, by the hand of her son killing your son, I would argue that to me is the start of the war. And I think that's kind of what they're going for as well. my argument, though, is we didn't get to see any war. There wasn't any grand ending. It just ended on Rhaenyra's face looking like she's going to grieve more and she's upset. And it just wasn't really, just didn't do it for me, And I watched the next, or rewatched the episode when I edit. I watched the full length of it. So I do see every single episode twice. And I still felt that way at the end. And when I'm editing it, I'm like, I just didn't have much of a reaction to anything. And it wasn't that I wasn't watching it. It just kind of felt mellow, or just, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I hope I'm explaining myself well. I think the show is a decent show. I am looking forward to next season. To me, out of the 10 episodes, this was probably my least favorite. But then also, I feel like, as far as like episode endings and kind of, like, I felt like there were stronger endings all throughout the season. And then this to me was lacking. And let me know if you disagree. I'd be interested to hear what your take is on it and what your thoughts are. Overall, I still think it's a good show. I'm enjoying it overall. If you take all 9 episodes out of there and just focus on this episode in particular, I probably would have more of a negative view. There wasn't anything wrong with it, but I've gotten myself trained with Game of Thrones and then House of Dragons to have some kind of major ending. And I realized the Queen Rhaenyra losing both her sons and the dragon dying at the end was, in fact, a major ending, right? But the flying of the dragons from the distance, it just looked kind of cheesy and not believable. And I think that kind of ruined it for me. I did appreciate Daemon when he went to find the other wild dragons. I thought that was a pretty cool scene. I didn't showcase any of it. He was singing to the dragon, and he's almost fearless in a way. He was being respectful because he knows the dragon could kill him. But he's almost fearless and just really, fearless, brave. It's crazy, because I do put myself in their shoes sometimes, and I'm like, I don't think I could be that comfortable with a dragon. I'm not even that comfortable around dogs, and a dragon, that's just a whole nother beast. A dog could kill you too, but it's less likely to kill you than a dragon. So I don't know. It's interesting. I do think the actors did a good job. I think that they're doing a good job. Even the new Rhaenyra and the new Alicent, I think they're doing a good job as well. To me, it was more the writing of this episode and maybe the directors and then the editing as far as the green screen and that kind of thing. That's kind of where it lost me. So sorry to end the season with kind of a negative attitude, but I'm just being honest. And that was mainly, or it was only really this episode where I've had these feelings. So I'm going to go into season 2 with a good attitude, and I'm excited to see what they do. Hopefully there will be some exciting stuff that happens. But yeah, this episode just kind of felt disappointing to me. But overall, though, pretty cool stuff. Do let me know what you think. I'd be really curious to hear what you think. Maybe I missed the mark on it. Maybe there was something that happened I didn't react to in the video, because obviously I cut a lot of it out. Because, the episodes are 45 minutes to an hour, give or take. I'd say around 55 minutes to an hour typically. And I watch every single minute, every single second of it. And, I just didn't really have much to say or anything really, And I didn't want to be super negative in the moment, too. There were a couple times I mentioned, feels like there's a lot of buildup happening, And then, to me, it kept building and building, and then nothing. All of a sudden, we were done. But that's what you get. I'm not gonna love every single episode. I realize this is not Game of Thrones. This is a different show, so I'll give it to them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of it, and hopefully I enjoy the rest of it more than I did this episode. But yeah, if you're enjoying the series, feel free to leave a like. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. Hope you all had a happy new year. This should be being posted. It's either Wednesday or... No, it's Thursday, but Thursday is going to be the 2nd. So it'll be January 2nd, 2025. So we got a whole good year ahead of us. More House of Dragons. And then if I can figure out how to set up 2 mics, or how we're going to do it with listening to the audio. I've never filmed a reaction video with 2 people. So it's not the money. We can come up with money for a new mic, and we would just have to find the time to film. But I don't think that will be an issue either. And I'm talking about if me and Ice Goddess or Yara, if we do reaction. But I almost feel like we need 2 mics, because with the one mic we have to turn it up really loud, and then it picks up background noise, and that could work. But then we both need to be able to hear the audio. And I want to keep the audio and our voices separate. That way we can either mute the audio if we need, or cut out parts of that and leave the vocals in. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. But rambling aside, hopefully you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. And I'll see you again next week with another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.